Hello, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. Regardless of wheresoever you are, I hope you're having a swell time. Regardless of whether you have a partner or you're in a relationship, I hope you're enjoying the Valentine's Day. It's a lover day. And if you do not have any lover, you have loved ones, you have family, you can celebrate the day with them. And probably you're in a place where your loved ones are far and you're alone, and then you do not have anyone to celebrate with. I want you to celebrate yourself, right? Be your partner, be your lover. Just do that. All right, do that for me today. So, today we're going to be focusing, of course, I know you've seen the title of today's podcast episode. It's basically for my people who do not have a relationship yet. Probably you're healing from heartbreak on Valentine's Day, or you're dealing with heartbreak or whatsoever. Yeah, this is for you. So I want to officially welcome every one of you back to the Young and Sane podcast. And I'm your host, Tamarflourish. Today, as I've said earlier, we're diving into a topic that hits home for so many people dealing with heartbreak, especially on Valentine's Day. Unfortunately, most people experience this Valentine heartbreak that comes with relationships. You just find out, you just wake up suddenly on Valentine's Day and find out that you've been in the relationship with yourself, or you've just been sidelined, or just something that isn't good, right? So whether you're going through a fresh breakup, or you're still healing from an old one, or you just stay feeling lonely because somehow Valentine um heartbreak happened to you, and then the world is out there celebrating love. I'm here to tell you that I see you, I hear you, and today we'll talk about a lot of things. We'll talk about why Valentine's Day can be extra painful, right, for you who has just gotten a fresh breakup on this day, or just few days to this Valentine's Day, or you're healing from an old one and you're just feeling lonely. So this is for you, and we're going to talk about why it is extra painful, because I feel you, I know how it feels. We're also going to talk about how to process your emotions in a healthy way, and then we're going to get into practical self-care tips for getting through the day. And also we'll end by talking about how to start moving forward on your journey of healing. So grab a cup of tea or coffee or whatever you love to drink, get cozy, and let's talk about how to get through this Valentine's Day with grace and a lot of love. All right, so the first segment on why heartbreak feels worse on Valentine's Day. You know that heartbreak is a very tough experience to go through. I myself have gone through at least three heartbreaks, right? So I don't think anyone is immune to heartbreak. You can just experience some kind of disappointment in relationships, even friendships, all right? And heartbreak is always tough. But Valentine's Day has a way of magnifying that pain. It makes the pain to be top notch, and you might feel like the world is rubbing love on your face, and you do not have any by your side. Oh, so painful. And then social media does not make it any easier, because everyone is posting my love, my Valentine, relationship goals. You just see a lot of that on social media on this day. So, but let's examine why it hurts more today. That's Valentine's Day. Number one is because the pressure of the love holiday is in the air. It's the love day, so society makes it seem like everyone should be in love and celebrating love. which can make being single feel like a personal failure. The second reason why it hurts more today is because a lot of memories will resurface. If you are in a relationship in uh the last Valentine's Day, it can feel like a painful comparison to where you are now, because look at where you were before last year, and to this year, look at where you are now, right? The second thing is that loneliness will be amplified on this day. Truth be told, your loneliness will be amplified. You'll be seeing a lot of couples sitting out, going about, receiving gifts, and those things can trigger the feelings of isolation, especially when you're in those spaces, right? You'll not be able to breathe in peace. Everybody's just doing relationship goals around you. Now, if you're feeling this way, you're feeling so hot on this Valentine's Day, that's okay. Your feelings are valid. But this day does not define your worth or your capacity to love or be loved. You deserve to be loved, and you will be loved. You'll be loved fully. You'll be loved completely. You'll be loved totally. You'll be loved so much. So I do not want you to feel down today, okay? All right, this is the moment for a virtual hug. Receive it wherever you are and just feel some comfort. All right, now onto the second segment. How can you process your emotions? Heartbreak is a grievous event, and it comes with experiencing some level of grief. So because it's a loss of what was and what could have been, and the key to allowing yourself to heal, the key to embarking on your healing journey, on healing from heartbreak, is to allow yourself to feel what you should feel, as you grieve what was and what could have been. Feel it without judgment. Allow yourself to feel it without judgment. Let there be no regrets. Let there be no negative feeling of beating yourself or self sabotage. Just feel it, all right, without judgment. Now, let's talk about the steps that you can use to process your heartbreak in a healthy way. Number one, you have to acknowledge your feelings. Don't suppress your emotions. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to scream, scream. If you need to write in a journal, and as you write in the journal, you cry, you scream, you let your tears flow, do it. Just do anything. All right. Acknowledge your feelings. Let them come out. Let them out. Give yourself the permission to grieve, to cry, and all of that. Now, the second thing to do on as you process your heartbreak in a healthy way is to detach from the idealized version of your ex. Of course, in this day, on this Valentine's Day, you just think about all the good things he used to do or she used to do, how he or she used to make you feel, and you would forget that probably it was the flaws or the betrayal or whatever that caused you to be in this position now, right? But I want you to detach from that idealized version, that idea of him, idealized version of him, of your ex, him or her, right? Could be him or her. We often romanticize past relationships and just model up the things that we're supposed to see clearly. You have to ask yourself the real questions. What really happened? What were the real dynamics of your relationship that caused you to be where you are now? So just let your head clear. Don't get into the fantasy or the lovey-dovey moments that were. The memories are going to surface, but you just have to detach yourself from those. Now, take as much as possible, take as much time as possible or energy as much as possible to avoid social media triggers. This is the third thing you have to do to process your heartbreak healthily. Try as much as possible to avoid social media triggers. Consider taking a break from scrolling, especially if happy seeing happy couples will trigger you or bring you down. You just have to avoid that. Look for something else. Maybe watch a movie. Just try to do something else. Maybe journal, engage in some self-reflection, engage in some meditation practice, just something that will take you away from scrolling social media. Now, another thing you can do is to write a closure letter. A lot of us want to have closure. Sometimes closure is necessary, but other times it's very unnecessary and will just end up in unhealthy results. So, yes, write a closure letter to yourself. You don't have to send it, just write it to yourself. Write down everything that you want to say to him or her. Everything that you want to say to him or her, write it down. All right, write it down. Number five, can, you should, you must, you have to practice self compassion. Speak to yourself like you would speak to your best friend who is going through the same thing. Try to comfort yourself, try to be there for yourself. All right, speak to yourself with so much compassion and love. Now, I want to take you through the steps, the self care tips for Valentine's Day. You have to care for yourself because in this situation, you're just going to be celebrating Valentine's Day on your own, right? Without a partner or a lover. So, what can you actually do to make today, Valentine's Day, more bearable for you? Here are just some tips that will help you get through today, which is Valentine's Day, with a little more ease. Make it a day for self love. Yes, buy yourself flowers. You can prepare in uh advance. Today is already Valentine's Day, so maybe there's no time to prepare in advance. But yes, you can buy yourself something, buy yourself flowers. You can order flower for yourself, or if you're in Nigeria like me and you don't really care much for flowers, you can get some chocolates or some snacks. You know, you don't need to wait for someone else to do it. Buy it for yourself. Now you can cook or order your favorite meal. Place an order for your favorite meal, or you can just um cook, whip up something in the kitchen, something special for yourself, like you're cooking for your lover, and let it be for yourself. Now wear an outfit that makes you feel good. Just love yourself, be your own lover. Pamper yourself, dress up for yourself, look good for yourself. The second thing to do is to get into your distractions. As I said earlier, you can watch a movie, you can watch a comedy, you can binge watch a new series. There's Netflix, there's YouTube, there's just all of those places where you can watch a good show. All right. Um, you can go out, you can go to workout, take a workout class or take a walk. But taking a walk can be dangerous because if couples would trigger you, then that would not be necessary. But yes, you can just take a walk or probably dance in your room. Just make yourself happy, distract yourself in a lovely way. Now, you can also start a new hobby. You can paint something, can just bury yourself in journaling, writing a piece, or just if there's something that you've been wanting to learn for a very long time, just put yourself in that place where you learn something new. The third thing that you can do is to surround yourself with support. If you have friends and family around you, right? You can just go be around them. That if they also do not have people or partners that would trigger you, right? But you can spend some time with family and friends, and just chill and enjoy the time with them. You can call someone that makes you feel better, probably your best friend, just whomsoever. The fact that you do not have a lover or a partner does not mean that you should not enjoy Valentine's Day. Enjoy it to the fullest. Call someone. Call someone who always makes you feel better. You can call your therapist. That's just on a lighter note, right? And then another thing that you can do is to write yourself a love letter for the next year. Where do you hope to be? Where do you wish to be? Right? Where do you hope to be? Where do you wish to be? Just reflect on that and write yourself a love letter for next year. Write yourself a love letter for where you are now. Tell yourself how much you love yourself and how much you will love yourself for the next year, and also where you hope to see yourself in the next year. And you can reflect on the love that is already in your life, not just the romantic kind. You can write about your friends, write about all of those things. All right. So moving forward, let's talk about how you can heal, find healing, and move forward from whatever heartbreak, whether fresh or ongoing or just whatsoever. Heartbreak is not permanent. It may feel like that now, but you will eventually heal. And against contrary opinion, I do not think that time heals. I think intentional work heals you, right? When you do the work intentionally, it will heal you. So time doesn't heal. It is what you do with your time that heals you. And one day, this pain that you feel will just be a chapter in your story. It will no longer be there because you will be loved really well and good. The love that you desire, the love that you want still exists, and you are not unlovable. Your best days are still ahead of you. And they are going to come. They're going to come in your lifetime. You will see them. So if you're struggling, if there's any way that you're still struggling, you know, trying to find healing, you can reach out for support, whether it's therapy, a support group, or just talking to a trusted friend on or whomsoever. You don't have to go through the experience of heartbreak alone, right? And in light of that information, I'm here for you. You can reach out to me on Instagram at Tamarflourish, right? And I'll be there to offer you support and also therapy to heal from whatever trauma or heartbreak, feeling, pain that you are currently going through. And with that, we've come to the end of this podcast episode. I hope that this episode has brought you some comfort and reassurance, some encouragement, and affirmation that if you're feeling heartbroken today, which is Valentine's Day, you are not alone. You are worthy of love, first and foremost from yourself. If you learn to love yourself, when you heal, you learn to love yourself very much, you know, you would get the love that you deserve. But give it to yourself first of all. And when it comes, you're going to recognize it and have it. All right. So if this podcast episode helped you, I want you to share it with someone who might need it too. you know you can still listen to it after Valentine's Day. I know some of you will listen to this after Valentine's Day, probably after the whole events or experiences in the day. Now you can share this with somebody too, to also key in and listen to it. They might need this, they might need it so much. And if you want to support or connect with me, you can connect with me again on Instagram at Tamarflourish. All right, at Tamarflourish, Tamarflourish. You can reach out to me on Instagram. There's no space in between, and it's the one with the green picture, green DP, green picture DP, green clothes picture DP. I don't know how to describe that again, but yeah, you can reach out to me on Instagram at Tamarflourish. Thank you for spending this time with me. Until next time, take care of yourself and always remember you are enough. You are worthy, you are loved, you are enough just as you are. See you next time in a next week's episode. Have a lovely day.